Pittsburgh Steelers fans, welcome back to Blitzburg Squad. I am Wesley Seeley, joined alongside Shane Smith. Thanks for joining us as we dive into the NFL Week 9 matchup. Steelers, Bears, Monday Night Football. Shane's going to be at the game. What else?
Second game this year. We'll see if I can at least split it this year.
Yeah, that's right. You owe us one.
Yes, I do owe one. It's going to be an awkward drive home, though, either which way. So, my father-in-law is a Bears fan. I'm a Steelers fan, so somebody's going to be happy. Somebody's going to be mad. I hope I'm the happy one.
Yeah, man. It's last time we played Sunday Night Football against Seahawks, we didn't look so great in primetime. So hopefully maybe we understand.
We won, though.
We did win, but hopefully we understand like how to play under the lights and can add a little more sauce to our.
Here's what we do. We just put Ebron out of the equation.
Well, that'll help.
Put Gentry in.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And that'll immediately help our offense. And that should be enough.
Well, we'll have like 8 less drops at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That definitely helps. So. But yeah, so Steelers Bears, man. This is a interesting matchup. Steelers are coming off a good win. Bears coming off kind of a weird loss. They kind of look decent in that matchup against the Niners. They're sitting at what, 3-5.
Yeah.
I'm
actually surprised.
Yeah,
that they're 3-5.
Me too.
They seem sloppy at times,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow can put up. I mean, you watch them and you're like, wow, these highlights look horrible, and like Fields is playing real bad, and then it's like, next week they'll come out and win. It's like, what?
Yeah, yeah. I agree. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes he can look decent, and sometimes he just looks like the rookie that he is.
Right. Same could be said for us, but
yeah, that's true. Very valid. But
we're gonna be positive.
Yeah.
3-game win streak. Trying to make it 4.
This is a great game to look forward to as well. So,
Yes.
all right. So let's dive right into the offense. You okay with that?
Absolutely.
So, offense took some big strides last week, man. Came out of the bye. I thought we looked pretty good for coming out of a bye. Usually don't look that solid.
Right.
Ran the ball super well. Offensive line's taking enormous strides already this season. Looked great run blocking. Did pretty good pass blocking last week. Overall, pretty happy with how we did on offense.
Yeah. 7 games in, our line did what we wanted them to. I didn't expect them to be superstars, but it was definitely frustrating early on, and so it's nice to see them. They still make their mistakes, and they're still a very green offensive line, but it's nice to see them take the strides that's needed for us to, continue on with at least having an offense that's, average.
Yeah. Balanced as well.
Yeah.
Because
I'd prefer to be still more run heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Play it like they're almost the rest of the AFC North and, be the Ravens, be the Browns, and just
run the heck out of the ball.
Run the ball 40, 50 times a game.
Yeah.
And if Ben only throws it for 100 yards and we get a win,
so be it.
It's fine with me.
Me too. Yeah, I'm with you. But with taking those strides last week, man, super encouraging to see the line do that well. Ben looked pretty solid enough, like serviceable.
Yeah.
Couple
of one throw in particular that I was.
Yeah. I think we're good for one of those out of him each game.
Oh,
though.
yes.
I mean, he's getting to the point where it's like he's like a 50% Ben, where he's gonna make a pass for like, wow, super solid. That's what we know Ben to be. And then he makes one to triple coverage, and it's almost intercepting. You're just like,
it's like, wow, this is the Ben I'm used to seeing.
So this is what we got to get used to. But I will say, so we had some encouraging play out of basically everyone in the offense coming out of the bye. You think that's going to translate into this Bears game? You think, what are we going to see into this Bears game? You think they're going to try to go off of what they did against the Browns, or?
I would like us to just. I would like us to, in all honesty, Ebron not play. Gentry
in all seriousness,
run 2 tight end formation, and whether you play action into whatever, or if you just run the rock with it, because Gentry's a lot better of a pass block or a run blocker, along with he had some pretty good catches as well, and so I want to see more offensively just in case. Like I'd like to see a little bit more points on the board. But overall, like, don't change the game plan and be like, oh, well, we got to put more points on the board this week, so instead of Ben throwing it 25 times, we want him to throw it 35, 40 times. Like, tote the rock, keep the ball, keep time of possession on your side, and just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it right now. It's not spectacular, but there's enough changes in it that it's starting to click and come together. That
Right. That's what.
I just want to see us do the things that we're doing to perfection, rather than let's throw out that book for this week, do a whole new
Try
one,
something
and
new, yeah.
see how it goes. So.
Yeah. Just master your craft. Well, I think too, like you had said, we're finally, it's starting to click and get together. I think that's part of it too. Is like not only offensive line is starting to get it and they're starting to play better, but also I think Matt Canada is actually starting to understand, like, okay, this isn't working for offense. This is, and I just, you can kind of see it through the weeks. The play calling is almost getting better and better, and like plays are actually opening up and plays are actually working. Whether it's runs, whether it's pass, RPOs, the reverse, the jet sweeps. I mean, like there's like trickery in it, and the 2-point conversion that wasn't. It should have been.
Right.
The Ben sneak, I don't know if that was designed, but he looked at Chase and he was going to throw it, and then he ran it in. I don't know if that was just all on him, but either way, it was great.
That was probably Ben's first run in like 10 years.
Yeah. But and that could have, that maybe I'm not crediting Ben enough for that one, crediting Canada, but if it was Canada, great call, because nobody was really expecting that. So I think just it's cool to see that the play calling is starting to like take some progression as well, and things are starting to click for us on offense there as well. So I think you're right. It's just run the ball well, establish that, and then I'm also I kind of want to see some. We never saw a deep shot to Chase this past game, and I was kind of surprised because we've at least been taking one of those, I feel like, per game, and we didn't really see that, and really not even to Deontay, maybe one, but not a whole lot this past game, and that was fine because we ended up winning, which is great. But I would just maybe like to see us try to stretch the field with that, especially if we're starting to get the running game going. Maybe the defense is starting to crowd the box. Maybe we can get a shot over the middle, deep middle, or deep outside. It seems like deep outside is where we go, but
right, for sure.
But yeah, I'd like to maybe see that, maybe stretch the field. But overall, like you said, I think just maintaining what we do best, just trying to craft or maintain our craft here. It's just run the ball well. Offensive line, just keep taking strides like you are, because they played a heck of a game last week. So hopefully we can just keep that rolling.
Certainly.
Bears defense, I'm not super keen on how they've done this year. I've always kind of thought they were a decent defense, but then they got shredded by the Bucs, which is, it is what it is. The Bucs have a good offense, but
yeah, they have a good offense, but it's just, I don't know. Their defense definitely does not seem like the stout defense that I expected them to be this year.
Yeah.
Because last year they were, that they're the reason why they got into the playoffs last year and why they held their own for so long. And so it's one of those where I don't know if there's a disconnect or if they lost a couple of pieces that I wasn't aware of and turned out to be huge deals for their team. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's, who knows? They could come out and just look, crazy
legendary
and stuff. So
yeah,
we've seen it before.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they play our offense. If they're going to come out and just try to stop Najee, make us try to throw the ball, what's their game plan going to be against us? But I don't really know what to expect with them. This is kind of a wild card for me. I don't.
For sure. Yeah. With that, do you have like a X factor on our offense or their defense or one of each to dictate this game?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd probably go with Najee, and I hate to sound like a broken record because I feel like I'm always saying something about Najee every recap, every preview. But the offense basically runs through him. I mean, we literally run it with him, and we literally just give him checkdowns all day long. So he is getting tons of touches, and I think somebody, a reporter this past weekend, they'd said that he'd gotten like 57% of our offensive snaps went through him, and that's just absurd. So the dude, for a rookie, is doing a great job, and he's always putting in the work, and he's done an excellent job. He's really just absorbed all of it and done a great job. And I think he's going to be the X factor on offense because I think he's going to have to run. I think he's going to have to take some passes. On the defensive side for the Bears, I think I'm going to go with Roquan Smith. I think he's just kind of their field general. I think he's going to be flying around the field. I think he's probably going to be matching up with Najee as well, trying to snuff out either some checkdowns to him or draws or mid reads or RPOs, anything like that. So he's going to be my wanted defense. I don't really know a lot of people on the Bears defense anyways, so I know he's one of the stout dudes on their defense though. So I'll go with Roquan. Right. How about you?
Yeah, so offense, I don't have one guy. Just keep with what we're doing. Turnover free.
Yeah, that's a
Limit
good
your
one.
turnovers. 3 straight wins, 3 straight games and no turnovers. It speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You win the ball when you don't give the ball away, and win the games that way. We typically have problems with that. I mean, what was the stretch where we had 1 turnover every game for? It's been like 2 or 3 seasons worth.
bad.
Like, it was horrible.
Yeah.
So just maybe get a streak going, a nice long streak going of not turning the ball over, and that would be great.
Yep.
Defense, if he plays, Khalil Mack.
That's fair.
Just because Garrett was, made me nervous going one-on-one against Dan Moore, but now it would be Khalil Mack on Chukwuezefor, because
That's
as
right.
far as I know, Banner's going to be a healthy scratch again. I don't know why.
Oh,
It's not my
jeez.
decision. But I think, not that I think either of our tackles are spectacular. I think Chooks is worse than Moore.
Wow.
And Khalil Mack is, again, no slouch. I mean, he's played in 7 games and has 6 sacks.
Yeah.
So he's a difference maker.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if he's out on the field, he's going to be a problem for offensive line. So I'm with you, man. That's a big X factor to have on their defense, and he could be an impact player for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scary, but
So,
that's what it is.
enough about their defense. Let's move on
Let's
to
talk about our
ours.
steel curtain. Oh, maybe not anymore. Solid defensive performance last week, though. Nothing against their defense performance. I think holding the Browns under 100 rushing yards was excellent. Holding Baker to under, what you say, you got 225 he passed for or something like that,
Yeah.
close near that. I think all those numbers are great. Had 1 turnover, which is awesome. This week, we're going up against a rookie quarterback in prime time. They better be harassing him like crazy. Get the pressure on him, make him feel uncomfortable back there. Stuff the run like you did against the Browns. Don't let up. I don't think they should treat this game plan any different than the Browns, because I think stopping Khalil Herbert, the running back?
Khalil Herbert, and I can't remember who the guy above him was, because David Montgomery's out right now, and then it was the guy below him.
Okay.
And then Khalil Herbert's kind of jumped that guy.
Okay. So I think they should treat it just like they did the Browns. Like, game plan should be kind of a Pete and repeat. It should be stop Khalil Herbert, worry about the run, and then worry about the pass second, because you stop their running game, it's going to make Justin Fields one-dimensional, and then I think they're just going to run into problems there. So kind of like a Baker Mayfield, kind of like Justin Fields got more legs under him, but
A lot more legs under him. I
But,
think last week he ran for like 113 yards or something
Wow.
like that. So
that's crazy.
Had a crazy like 20 or 22 yard rushing touchdown where he avoided like 2 or 3 guys too. So, but yeah, I would agree. Stop the run, and specifically like the Steelers defense that's going after him, go wide and close the box in to where he's got to step up. Don't try to crash the box
Yeah.
to make it where he can run out, because when he runs out, that's when we're going to have a lot of trouble. But
Well, too, before you get into your spiel of the defenses, we've always played Lamar really, really well in our defense. Like, our defense has always played Lamar really well. So if we can play the fastest quarterback in the league that well, we should be able to hold Justin Fields onto a minimum rushing game. So
I would hope. I would hope that we can, give him a hard day, because, I mean, he's got less than 1,000 yards passing on the year. Granted, he didn't start the first few games,
Right,
but
true.
he's got 3 passing touchdowns to 7 interceptions. So this is the one where our defense should be able to take advantage. You stop the run, then they need to pass, because, hopefully our offense does their job and they get up. And that's when hopefully we can get those picks and turnovers, because I think we have 1 pick on the year. So this is reminiscent of our 2018 season, where we had like 6 as a team. Or something like that. So it'd be nice to see a little bit more of those to come onto it, and just be ourselves. And it's a rookie quarterback,
Right.
I think it's his first primetime game. Give him crap,
give him crap.
just be all over him. I'd love to see TJ Hayward, maybe Taco Charlton,
Yeah.
whoever coming after and just hitting Fields and making him wish he wasn't there.
Yep, totally, I agree. And I don't really know. Like you said, Allen Robinson hadn't done a whole lot of crap on their offense. That Khalil Herbert's looked good. Justin Fields decent.
Eh.
Cole Kmet, I don't really know if he's really done that much this year. There's not a lot on their offense that scares me, too. So that's the other good thing, too, is that you stop the run, contain Fields, and I don't think there's nobody you have to worry about on their offense, I would say.
Not really. No, yeah. I mean, my X factor for theirs is really just stop the run, and the rest should kind of follow.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do like last week where we hold the Browns to under 100 yards rushing, you hold them to under 100 yard rushing, it's going to be a long day for them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, mine's just kind of harassing Justin Fields. I would say just getting the pressure, consistent pressure on him, make him feel uncomfortable back there anytime he's throwing that ball, because I think it should lead to either some forced fumbles for us or interceptions, some bad throws, bad reads. So,
yep,
I'd hope.
Who's your defensive X factor for us?
I'm gonna go with Joe Hayden.
Dang it!
Is that who you're going with?
That's who I wanted to go with too.
Sorry, man.
That's all right.
Dude has needs to get a pick for us here.
Yes,
and
yes,
this is the game that it happens, because him and Minka have just been waiting for them to get an interception, and it hasn't happened yet. And this is a prime time spot to do it against Fields. Like I said, get some pressure, get some consistent harassment on him. Hopefully, he'll make some inerrant passes and throw it right to Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden's he's a ball hawk too. I think he's great at like just reading, reacting, and making a play on the ball.
Yeah, and once he starts to heat up, he stays heated up.
He does.
That's the thing. But it's kind of like Minka, where when he's cold,
Yeah.
and sometimes you're a little critical of him. So,
Yep.
I'm going to go secondary as well. By the way, we have 2 picks on the season, one by Terrell Edmonds, one by James Pierre. I forgot Pierre's.
I did too.
And I was there for Edmonds one, so maybe I'll bring good luck for at least that.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm going to go Minka.
Okay.
Just because I think he's done well enough, and I know a lot of people on Twitter get very upset with him because he's not making those splash plays, but he's come down, he's making the booming hits that you need him to, and a lot of veteran quarterbacks honestly avoid him, I feel, like most of the time. This is a rookie. I think the rookie's going to try and be like, no, you know what? These guys don't test them because they're not as good as me, and so I see him testing them. So Minka, I just have that feeling that he's going to make the splash plays, whether it's a pick or whether it's a fumble or whatever it's going to be. I just think he's going to be one of those that goes off.
Sweet. I like it. Minka had a heck of a play, too, against the Browns. On the 4th down play, the deep in route, like 4th and 12, to Jarvis Landry, and it knocked out of his hands. Minka came flying up on that play and knocked it out. It's like those are the plays that people don't recognize, and it sort of is not a splash play, but it's a big play, pivotal play, and he doesn't get any credit for that, but it is what it is. So
right,
I'll give him credit.
Who do you have winning?
I got the Steelers, man. I got the Steelers in this one, and there's no reason they should lose this game.
Correct.
I get it. Both teams can be inconsistent at times, but there's no way the Steelers lose this game. They should not lose this game.
Correct.
So I'm going Steelers 27-20. I will say, too, special teams, Boz, is he going to play?
Right.
I saw we picked up Josh Lambo on our practice squad.
We at least have an in-case kicker this
a little
time.
bit of insurance policy there. So I don't know. I guess if Boz plays, that should definitely help our percentage to win this game.
Otherwise, it's especially at least with this week, with how the weather's going in that, it's kind of windy. It's already hard to kick there. So even getting Josh, it may be tough for him to kick, but at least it's better than having no kicker.
Yeah. Yes. Very true. So I'm going to go Steelers 27-20 in this one. What about you?
I'm going to go Steelers in this one. I'm going to go a weird score just because I think it can go either which way, and I think we're going to, finally break the 30 mark. I'm going to go Steelers 32, Bears 29. Closer than it should be, but that just...
It's the Steelers way.
Yes. Give you a heart attack until the last second.
Uh-huh.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least you got them winning.
Yeah, absolutely. Bold prediction. Offense or defense?
What did I do last week? I think I went defense. Yeah, I think I went under. I think I wanted to hold them under 75 rushing yards or something, 180, something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get that.
No, I think it was like 96.
I think so.
If you would have just said Chubb, you would have got that.
Yeah. Well, I guess since we're so high on getting these turnovers, let's go with interceptions. Let's go. I say our team gets 2 interceptions this week.
You stole 2 of my things now. You son of a gun. I was gonna go 3 picks.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna be a little bit ballsier on that. No, I'll go offense because I have us cracking 30. So I'm gonna say Chase gets 2 20+ yard touchdowns.
Okay. I like it. I don't know if Chase has gotten in the end zone.
He's got the 18-yarder.
Ah, yes.
And maybe a rushing end around.
Yeah, I think he did.
So
I think
it could have been Juju.
I don't know.
I think he's at least got 1, maybe 2.
I feel like he hasn't been in the end zone that much though. So let's change that this week. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Yeah, that's all I got, man. You got anything else to add to this matchup?
No, I think that's it. I'm going to be at the game.
You're going to be at the game. I'm pumped for you. So just bring us some good luck and bring your terrible towel.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it goes well. I'm sure it's going to be a little cold, so that'll be always fun, exciting. So hopefully the Steelers make it worth my while.
They better
to be down there.
Yeah.
It's
it's
going to be like low of 36. So
yeah, it's
Monday night game.
Yep.
Freezing temperatures give you that nice fall atmosphere.
Yeah.
So
football. Let's go.
It'll be great.
Yep. All right, man. Well, thanks for everybody joining in, listening to us. Let us know your score prediction for this game, who you're rooting for, who's your X factor, what your difference maker is in this game, and hopefully Shane doesn't bring us another loss when he's at this game.
So I'm not allowed to go.
He's cut off. We already told him.
For the next decade.
But as always, until next time, go Steelers.
Let's go Steelers.